Hello, my name's Colin Campbell. Thanks for dropping by. This is one of my favourites. It's by Gavin Lyall. He was a former RAF pilot, and so his early books, before he went into the Major Maxim series and spy books, involved a lot of flying. His main characters used to be pilots who were on the downturn. They probably had a bit of a hard life. Certainly they were no respecters for authority, although they had a moral compass. And this book, The Most Dangerous Game, his main character in this book was called Bill Carey. He was a pilot. I think he was a former RAF pilot too, who is now flying a Beaver amphibian in Finland, because there are many lakes up there, and so he would drop hunters off or do various flying jobs where he could land on the lakes in Finland. So let me just read you the first line from this magnificent thriller. They were ripping up Rovaniemi airport, as they were almost every airport in Finland that summer, into big piles of rock and sandy soil. But this particular line, for many years, has just stayed in my mind. I read this 1966 Pan paperback edition. I wouldn't have read it in 1966, so I would have been an early teenager. And I bought the book from a bookstore in Leeds Market, which was Stringer's Book Exchange. You could go in, you'd pick up a second-hand book. It would have a little price on, which at the time was around about 3 and 6. This is pre-decimal. And once you'd read the book, you could take the book back and they would exchange it for half the cover price for something else. The Most Dangerous Game. Bill Carey flies an amphibian plane out of Rovaniemi airport in Finland, and the book is full of wonderful characters. Bill Carey is a sort of a down-on-his-luck pilot. He's flying various jobs throughout Finland. There is a rival pilot who is a little less scrupulous. There is a mysterious couple in a 60-foot caravan that seems to be driving around the area the whole time. And into this, at the very beginning of the book, while they're digging up the airport, he comes across a wealthy American who is well educated, and he just wants to hunt. So Frederick Wells Homer wants to hire Bill Carey to fly him out to a small island in the wild on a lake so that he can hunt what he calls the most dangerous game. He's willing to pay to be flown out into I suppose you'd call it like the forbidden zone, or certainly the border between Russia and Finland. So he asks Bill Carey to fly him out, leave him with supplies so that he can just live in a cabin by the lake and hunt. And every few days he's expected to fly more supplies in. I won't tell you how the book ends because, I mean, even though it's quite an old book, I'm hoping you may pick it up and read it because it is really fabulous. But the thing that stuck in my mind for the most part was the aerial sequences. It just felt so authentic that as I was reading this stuff, it really felt like you were there. And then you get really into the characters, and Frederick Wells Homer is like this quiet, unassuming North American who is wealthy beyond his wildest dreams, and he just wants to hunt. So he pays other people to run his business, and he goes out into this wild place so that he can hunt. And clearly the mysterious caravan and the unscrupulous pilot and the police and the sovereigns and the Russian border all become mixed into an incredible story. The cover just leapt at me. I went into Stringer's and I'm leafing through the books, and the cover just immediately spoke. So I'd just like to recommend The Most Dangerous Game by Gavin Lyall. Superb thriller with excellent action, beautiful descriptions, great characters. Couldn't put it down.